Welcome to FnA, yeah, yeah. Welcome to FnA, 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 yeah, yeah. Shout out to Fred and AJ. Make no mistakes, got so many snakes. You know that they love, they wake and bake. Open the tub to perfection. They got a whole brand new collection. And so much heat up in the rack that 2025 is their year with no question. So what I'm telling y'all is hang around. They breeding for Desical stranger clowns. Y'all know they producing the bakers now. Just get with the game, don't be strangers now. Fred and AJ, y'all know that y'all famous now. They guys low with the hypos. Wanna fill up all that rag space? Go and holler at FnA. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to FnA. Welcome to FnA. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to FnA. Welcome to FnA. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to FnA. Welcome to FnA. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to FnA.
Welcome, everybody. As always, huge shout out to Pat.
Hell
I
yeah.
love that song, man. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing?
We've got a good show coming up for you today. We're going to be talking with Chase from CKP Reptiles.
A local homie.
The next couple weeks are going to be real big, so make sure you're tuning in the next few weeks. We're going to have kind of a countdown to 420 celebration. It's yep, there's the man right there, sponsored by Banana Bread Royals.
Thank you.
So starting next week, Banana Bread is going to do the prize sponsor, but he's going to do like a normal $100 prize sponsor, right? But then the week after that, for I think it's April 13th, he's going to kick it up with a $300 prize for that show.
Hell yeah.
Then on 420, it's going to be a $500 prize. So if somebody were to win all three of them, that's like $900 to Banana Bread Royals. And he got some heat. He got Stranger Clown, hypo stuff. So definitely you guys are going to want to be in on that. And if you're in the Patreon,
all kinds of stuff, man.
If you're in our Patreon, you get extra racers depending on what tier you're in. We're also going to make it more inclusive for the people watching and taking part in the chat and the
give y'all a
comments
better
and
chance.
Shit. Instead of doing 3 sections, we're going to do 6 sections today. 6 different videos you got to comment on, and we're going to carry over the racers each race.
Your name just getting added one more time. Every time you participate on the next one, you get another racer.
So you have a chance to get 6 extra racers, even if you're not in the Patreon. If you're in the Patreon, though, you can have
the 4 plus the 6.
10 racers at the end of the show. So before we get to our guest, though, we want to see who all is in the chat here.
Yeah, you.
Of course, we got the baddest DJ
in the land.
You're right next to me.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Keisha. Oh, there's the hand of Keisha. I seen it. Right?
Dickie Foster, what up?
What up, Dickie?
What up, Dickie?
A lot.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Robinson, how's it going?
Go.
One of our newest Patreon members. Appreciate you.
Right.
KNP, what up?
How's it going, Candy?
Dropping those whiskey bombs.
Hell yeah, we love that.
See that.
Right?
All City, what up, James?
What's up, James?
Another Patreon member.
Right.
Easy.
Hell yeah.
Digging
Shout
that.
to Brandy, making those sweets.
Breeder Underground, how's it going? Oh shit, that's Trevor. Okay, hell yeah.
Right.
What up, Trevor?
Always good to see you,
Trevor. Trying to go subscribe to Breeder Underground. His show's on Monday nights at like 10 Eastern, so it's kind of a late show, but check it out. We got Vance in the building. What up, Dead Man?
Dead Man, what up? Hell yeah.
Brave Adventures, what it do?
What's happening, Brave?
Got Josh having
what
a
up,
ball.
Josh? Always good to see you.
He's a Patreon member. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Got Snake Man Pat.
What up, Pat?
Project Cat.
Out to Pat, man.
You pick up the cheap. That's why
Got Josh J. Slithers, the
What up,
local
Josh?
homie.
Who is Josh Jones?
Some more local homies and channel sponsor, Mike and Melissa. How's it going?
Always good to see you, Mike and Melissa.
Mitzi Ann, always good to see you.
Mitzi Ann. Big love to Mitzi. Always glad to see your face.
What up, Jay? Green Line Morphs.
What's happening, Jay?
Jay's dropping them whiskey bombs too. Appreciate
Nice. Hell yeah.
Batter up. What up, Aaron?
What up, Aaron? I love to see everybody representing. What up,
Right.
Gage?
What up, Gage? Good to see you.
Hell yeah.
Got the Silent Assassin.
Oh shit. What
Also,
up, man?
He's our sole top tier Patreon member now, so he's got the biggest advantage over everyone right now.
Right.
Go join that top tier. Give James a run for his money. He can't win all the credits.
And it's a savings account.
Yeah. Your $28 every month goes into a savings account for us.
What up, Big Mike?
What up, Mike?
English Mike in the house.
Overseas. Yeah.
Always glad to see you, brother.
Oh, yeah. What up, RO?
RO.
In the process of moving. That's always fun.
Right? He says he's got them short shorts on deck, though.
Big Sam, what's up, man? Another
What's happening,
Patreon
Sam?
member. Appreciate
yeah.
you, brother. Don D in the house. Hopefully
What up, Don
you guys
D?
caught Breeder Underground right
Yeah.
before this.
Yeah, that was a good episode, man. Not business.
What up, Evan? Kids Exotics.
Hell yeah.
Ryan Robinson. Is there any relation with Robinson's Reptiles with you guys? I noticed you've been popping up lately, Ryan. So shout out. Appreciate you coming in and watching.
Definitely. Thank you for being here.
Tight grip. Hey, what up, Clint? Haven't seen you in a second.
Right? Been a minute.
Appreciate you
Good to
coming
see
in.
you, brother.
Oh, shit. We got more Forge Jamie. Mofo, the Mopo fam in the house.
Yeah, the mofo's in here. Always good to see you guys. I'm just glad we haven't had to deal with that hot seat yet. I don't know that I can make it through, man. That's too much pressure.
We can't hear you, Keys. You're muted.
Still can't hear you.
Yeah, nothing. Son of a... Mako Morphs in the house. What up?
What up?
There's the prize sponsor for today's show,
What up,
Tyler's
Tyler?
Toxic Balls.
Hell yeah.
$100
Thank you for
to the
being here,
winner.
brother.
Appreciate that.
It was the Bluetooth. I took it out.
There we
Gotcha.
go.
Yeah, you're going good now.
Yeah.
Eric number 4. What up, Matsu?
Matsu. Good to see you, brother.
There was Elias. Keys, we can't hear you. What up, Elias?
Elias.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think that's everyone. We finally got everyone in the chat. Appreciate all of you.
Definitely. Thank you all for being here.
And so before we're going to bring out this guest, we got to play a little bit of sponsorship video for you. So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. Static Morphs, an up-and-coming breeder, has been working quietly under the radar and producing some heat, most notably working Stranger and Chocolate into DG, Clown, and Pied combos. Go on their Morph Market today and see what they have available. Balls of Paradise is an up-and-coming breeder who is focusing on higher-end morphs such as Monsoon and Sunset, striving to unlock their possibilities. They also breed rodents for the southern Florida area. Please follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Lindworm Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dual boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. At Mantooth Captive Bred Reptiles, our motto is simple: live your dream. Black box reptile cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off.
Big shout out to the network sponsor.
Yeah. Thank you all very much.
So we are going to bring out our guests now. So I know we typically interview people that primarily do with ball python breeding and that, but
He does.
This guy, yeah, he breeds ball pythons too. That's not his main thing.
Them geckos, though.
So we're going to bring out, his name is Chase Powell, CKP Reptiles. How's it going, bro?
What up, brother?
What's up, everyone?
Chilling.
So first question, man, what does CKP stand for? I'm guessing Chase, is it your middle name and then Powell?
Yeah.
Both considered for it?
It's Kirkland Powell.
Both considered for it?
So just my initial CKP Reptiles. That's it.
Hell yeah. So how long you been going under that name?
CKP probably the last like 4 years. And then it's kind of when I made the business and kind of dove into vending and breeding and kind of doing that aspect of things. But I've had reptiles since I was 7, 8 years old. My mom was allergic to, anything that had fur. So like dogs, cats, any like kind of normal pet. I couldn't have that as a kid. So, I was a kid that had snakes, lizards, and all that kind of stuff. I had pretty much everything growing up. And then once I got older, out of college and stuff, and I could afford, my own collection and do it kind of the way that I wanted to, I got into snakes, and then I kind of fell in love with like the geckos, because snakes it was going to take a minute, to breed my snakes, because I bought everything as hatchlings, and then I grew them up. So it took me a minute to get into like the whole snake breeding side of things, but I kind of just fell in love with the geckos and kind of like went head first into that. So
nice.
Hell yeah, man. So that's funny because most people have the opposite issue where their parents like, you can have a cat or dog, just leave the snakes out of the house.
Right.
And your parents are like the opposite. Like
You had
Right.
you had all the pets that your friends were all jealous of.
right?
Yeah, exactly. I was like the kid that had all that exotic stuff. They're like, "Oh, Chase, bring your snake over or something."
Right.
So what was the first? What was your first pet that you got that like when your parents?
So my first pet was a ball python. I got that at Merchandise Smart back in probably, I don't know, 07, 08, something like that.
Wow.
And I mean, back when they were doing the show at Merchandise Smart out here in Colorado, and then picked up a ball python for like $20, and then grew that thing up. Ended up getting like a spider a little bit later in life, and then tried to breed them. And then I really didn't know what I was doing. I was still my eggs didn't end up making it, so it was my first shot at it, but it didn't end up working out. So I didn't end up having my first ball python clutch until 3 years ago was my first clutch. So, and then kind of has just been progressing every year since, like trying to up my clutch numbers. Last year I had 8 clutches. This year I'm trying to probably stick in that range, but like produce more crested geckos this year. I produced a lot more crested geckos the year before last year, and then I kind of took last season off just to grow things up and kind of see where my projects were, so I can, not just continue to buy a bunch of animals and just keep breeding. Like I really want to just be project specific and like really focus on the genetics. So I kind of took a step back and like kind of refocused a lot. this upcoming year, like 2025, I'm gonna be hitting it like really, really hard, and so should have some really, really nice stuff.
Hell
man.
Can't wait, man.
What was the first species of gecko that you got that you started?
Crested gecko. Crested gecko was the first one. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I had a leopard gecko back in the day, so I guess I got a leopard gecko first. But like breeding wise, it's definitely.
Do you still have that leopard gecko?
I don't. I ended up trading it for like a bearded dragon when I was like 10 or 11 or something like that. I wanted.
So that was.
I wanted something just a little bit. Yeah, I wanted something just a little bit more, hands-on, like something. Yeah, something that I could chill with, like on my shoulder and all that. And I actually, I needs bearded dragon. Like someone dropped it on its head, and it had a really bad like spider wobble type deal. So like I had to hand feed that thing, and it survived for probably another like 3-4 years after that. It's buried in my backyard still. So
damn.
Yeah, I gotta make Dickie and Jeff blue. They're on your channel, not mine.
Oh yeah, and then there's another guy, Matt Bruce. It looks like that just dropped in. Welcome, Matt. That's a new name. So, what are the requirements for keeping a cresty? Like the temp, humidity?
So crested geckos are going to be from an island called New Caledonia, which is going to be off the coast of like New Zealand and Australia. It's a couple islands that make up New Caledonia. We did our first initial import from New Caledonia, and we only ever did one import. There's never been any imports ever since. So, what you see in captive breeding for crested geckos is all from that first initial import. So, that's why in the crested gecko world, our morphs and our genes aren't as much as like the ball pythons, but that's also because we're still not importing wild caught animals. We're not bringing in lines to try and further the genes. What we have now, is what we have, and we are still finding genes, but it takes a little bit longer to find those genes in the crested gecko side. But like for care requirements and stuff, they're a room temperature animal, so anywhere from 70 to 80 degrees is going to be perfect for them, and they're going to require a fair bit of humidity. So anywhere from like 60 to 80 is going to be ideal for them. So in Colorado, it's a desert state. It's pretty dry. I have like a really big humidifier in my room that keeps my room at a constant like 60 to 65%. And then, I do almost nighttime or nightly sprays for all my crested geckos. So, at nighttime, their humidity's rising up quite a bit. So, but they feed on a diet, which is
in Walmart.
as a diet, they live on pretty much like a protein powder that you just add water to. You feed them in like a little cup 2 to 3 times a week, and then you feed them 5 to 10 crickets per gecko once a week. So super simple animals.
They don't require like a basking area or a heat spot or anything like that?
No, so like I said, they're a room from 70 to 80. Once you start getting above that 80 mark is like kind of where they start to get a little bit too hot. Heat stress can definitely become a factor. They can overheat. So, you definitely don't want to put any heat light or anything like that. If your room is, 65 degrees constant, then yeah, definitely you might want to put like a heat pad that's set at like, 75 to 78, just so they do have like zone. But I would never put a heat lamp on it, just because you do run the risk of them getting too close to the heat lamp and then overheating or something like that. My room in the wintertime definitely gets like a wintertime drop. So, my room will probably from the months of November to January, February being like the nighttime drops of 65 to 67. And then temperatures probably in like that 72 to 75 range. In the summertime, I try and keep it more about that 80 range. If you're keeping your geckos a little bit hotter, their metabolism's going to be a little bit greater too, so they're just going to be able to eat a lot more for you, grow quicker and stuff like that. So you know, I see some. Not my my geckos don't grow, I would say, at insane rates, just because I do have like that nighttime, wintertime drop and stuff like that. So, but for me, that's also I think it's a big factor in me in having successful clutches, because my females get a 4 months of the year pretty much where they get a shut off and kind of redevelop their calcium levels and stuff like that. They're not laying constantly through the winter, so they get a little bit of a break, which is nice. So
that's cool, man. It sounds like they're a real easy species to keep in that as a pet, like kind of like a ball python, only maybe even easier because it's a room temperature animal, like no lights or basking or any of that. So that's really cool, man.
Right.
Definitely. I think if you're comparing it as like as far as easiness and comparing to a ball python, I'd say definitely on the same level. They're both entry level starter animals, in whatever side of like the spectrum you want to say. So, but a crested gecko, I'd say, just has a little bit more care requirements just because of the misting process and keeping them, on a good humidity level. So I'd say, you're not able to, leave, like for a ball python, if you're going to go 3 or 4 days, as long as you give them fresh water and, you give them like a little mist or something right before you leave, they're probably good for those 4 days. On a crested gecko, on the other hand, if you're not spraying them or giving them that moisture for 4 days, they could have a bad shed. You come home and, you got to help them take that shed off. And on some of these babies where they're like that big and you're helping them take that shed off, it takes a second.
I'm sure.
Better hope you have good eyes.
I'm sure they don't cooperate either.
Good eyes and a lot of patience.
No. Oh, that's the thing, dude. It's like sometimes you just want to be like, oh my God, why do I do this?
So how many geckos do you generally produce in a year?
I probably produce right around 100 to about 100 in a single year, throughout the year. So, but I mean, a crested gecko, they're, once you breed them, they can retain sperm, so they can pretty much lay for almost the whole year if you have like, good conditions and your female's, a good breeder. So like this one female that goes for me, I pair her pretty much like January or so, and then she'll lay 11 to 12 a year, and you get 2 eggs every single clutch. So I mean, if she lays you 10 clutches, there's 20 eggs just from one girl, But your average, you're probably looking anywhere from like 6 to 9 clutches a year on average.
Okay. So is it like every month that they're laying eggs, or is it?
Yeah, about every 30 to 45 days, you're gonna tend to see eggs if they're on a good cycle.
Gotcha. And you have to pair them each time, I'm assuming, to get eggs each time?
No, so like I said, they can retain sperm, kind of just like how ball pythons can too, but they're going to retain that sperm and they're going to use that for pretty much that laying cycle. So, if you only do one pairing, you're probably only going to get like 4 to 5 clutches out of it, and then she's going to start throwing duds probably for you. Like maybe one egg's going to be good, but then the other one, that's just because she doesn't have that much sperm, to fertilize those eggs anymore. So at that point, so like kind of what I like to do, I do their first initial pairing. I wait for eggs. After I see that first set of eggs, if they're good, if they're good or bad, I'm going to put that female in probably like 4 or 5 days later after that female laid her first clutch. That just allows me 2 different pairings with that animal. It's going to help me hopefully have a little bit more
what up, Derek?
egg production through that egg cycle for that female.
That makes sense.
Right? That's crazy. I didn't know that it worked like that, where they just retain the sperm and just keep popping.
In real life shopping, Derek, man, come over tomorrow, man. Help me build up snake rack tomorrow. I mean, the rat rack, Derek. Tomorrow.
And you said there was like a liquid diet of some kind that they do.
Say that one more time.
Oh, but it was like
top shelf.
They get that. They're on that fruit smoothie diet.
Like a liquid diet. Is that what they do?
Yeah. Let me. So.
Hey, Jizzle.
What up, KG?
Man, storming all day. That's what the garage is for. We do it inside.
This is
I'll come to your
here.
house. Cut it out.
Comes into like a little bag like this. Let me see. I got some open bags here. So I mean, really, all it is just like kind of like a protein powder. You can kind of see it. It's just a powder right here. You put it into like a little food cup, mix some water to it, and it's pretty much a complete diet for them. Definitely, you want to feed the gecko crickets and stuff. That's gonna allow your gecko to actually like grow to its full potential, and especially when they're young, you definitely want to feed crickets just because they need a lot of protein as they're growing. So that first like year to 2 years, crickets are essential. I mean, a lot of people will come to my table and say, my cricket or my gecko is so small, and it's a year and a half. I'm like, well, do you feed it live insects or anything like that? And they say no. I said, well, that's your miss right there. You need to feed these geckos insects. Even though there are insects like in the diet, they're not getting the protein levels that they need to support their growth, if that makes sense. So for me, I definitely don't feed just the diet to my geckos. I do kind of like an average feed day for me is like I'll grab a fruit blend, which is like one of my Lugardi bags that I just showed you guys. It's going to be like, a couple different flavors. There's dragon fruit, blueberry, passion fruit, guava, strawberry, banana, fig. So I'll grab one of those flavors, and then I also mix with Vital Meal. Vital Meal is another food brand I like from Korea. It's just kind of got stateside, but I am a fan of it. This is their insect blend, so their insect level here is like 35%. So I'll put like 4 to 5 scoops. I mean, I make a big portion of food every single time, and I feed all my gecko collection, but I'll put like 0.5% or like 25 to 40% of a fruit blend in there. They're 40% of like that insect, so 35% of that crude protein and all that going in there. This is the cricket blend right here. But I do that, and then I add a little squirt of honey, organic honey, and then I also add like live or not live, but fresh fruit, so like strawberry, peaches, like kind of whatever is around and stuff like that. I'll just throw that in there too, and I'll mix that all into like one big old thing, and then I'll just squeeze it out for a lot of geckos. And that's kind of my diet. I do that 2 to 3 times, 2 to 3 times a week, and then I feed 5 to 10 crickets per gecko every single week too.
Wow.
Are you by
So
chance
super simple.
Are you sponsored by that Lugardi at all?
I'm a vendor for Lugardi, yeah. So if anybody really wants to try out Lugardi, I've been feeding Lugardi for about the last 2 years. I fed, a lot of the different diets: Pangea, Repashy, Blue River, the Zoomed. I've tried it all, really. After making the switch the last 2 years for the Lugardi, I mean, I use it because I'm sponsored, but 2, because my geckos actually really do like it. I do see a really big feeding response on those, especially when I'm switching out the diets on a constant rate. If you're feeding the same diet over and over and over again, just like us, we don't want to eat the same goddamn thing every single day. So,
Right.
especially like these geckos, you know, in New Caledonia, they're going to have different seasons. So, you know, different fruits are going to be available at different times on the island. So, you know, they might have a fig one day, or they might have, you know, a papaya or something like that, or a guava, you know, depending on like the time of the year. But I think a big main source of their food on the on the island, you know, I think there's 40 different species of crickets on those islands. So they're feeding crickets. And so, you know, those diets are supposed to be a complete diet that has, you know, insects and all that stuff in it. But like I said, the levels just aren't high enough, and you need to feed live crickets. Or dubia roaches. I like dubia roaches too, but the thing is just like the crickets are a little bit more active. They hop and do all that stuff. It stimulates the geckos a little bit more on a feeding response, and you know, you're kind of getting to, you know, a hunt and a drive to go get that prey. So the dubia roaches just fucking hide in the paper towels and like are a little bit harder for the geckos to find, you know, unless they're actively moving. So,
I imagine the
it's just
dubia
easier.
roaches, like you can only probably feed the adult geckos now, right? Because they're pretty, like dubia roaches are pretty big, right?
No, I mean, so the dubia roaches, you can get different sizes. So I mean, if you have
only ones I ever saw were like that big.
You can do it, but like also trying to divide the dubia roaches is not the easiest. I had a really big dubia colony back in the day when I had my bearded dragons, and what I would do is I would get a lid, or not a lid, but I would get like a tote, like a little bit bigger than a shoebox, probably like a 15 quart, but not a tall one, but a longer one. I would poke different size holes in there, and I'd have 3 or 4 different bends. So I would just dump a bunch of dubias in there, and I would shake it out. So like those smaller ones are falling through that smaller hole. And then, you know, that way, that was the only way that I could really separate dubias in like a timely manner, you know, instead of just like going in like and picking them one by one.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What up, Jerome?
That's not Jerome.
Oh, is that Sal?
I think so.
Gotcha.
but I'm trying to, so like I definitely like the crested geckos 100%. I'm trying to decrease a little bit of my numbers of my crested geckos and only focus on, you know, like the really like good projects that I want to do. Working on I've produced visual xanthics already. So xanthics, frappuccinos, caps. I got super empty backs, super stripes. I mean, I got everything besides like sable right now. Sable's still a gene that I need to get, but I mean, I have pretty much everything besides sable at this moment. So
See some of those, like some of the stuff you're most proud of?
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I sprayed last night. We'll see if anyone's fired up right now.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see. Let me try and flip my camera if I'm able to here.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. So this is just that's a red lily white that is going to be, so this one's still pretty small, but that white coverage is just going to continue to expand. And honestly, it's really not going to have much of a base color after this. Let me show you some other stuff here. So like so that's just like a really nice, like kind of single gene lily white. So you can kind of see what's going on there. This is going to be a empty back lily white that's also red, and it's 100% het phantom and possible het super stripe too. One thing that I can say, like one of my opinions on the crested gecko world is that they don't understand the genetics quite like the ball python side of things. And I really wish that people could get more genetics on the crested gecko sides, because I don't think that they really understand, you know, the whole 50%, 66% hat, like kind of stuff like that on the recessive genes. And, you know, there's just some confusion on some things out here. But this is just going to be an empty back, red lily white female. That's 100% het phantom, 50% het super stripe.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that a lot.
An empty back where you're getting these pinstripes really heavy down the dorsals, but then you are eliminating back patterns. So usually like on a gecko, you would have almost like a full white dorsal wanting or pattern going through that. An empty back is just going to be one that has, you know, your dorsal stripes and the middle portion of it being a
I believe that's right, Robinson. 2 lily whites act like a spider in ball python. Pretty much, it's a lethal pairing.
Yep, two lily whites is going to be lethal. You definitely don't want to do 2 lily whites together. Let's see. So, and then when you combined another gene in there, super stripe. So this is a super stripe, super empty back, and this is also soft scale, scatter scale. You can see where these lines are going to be a lot more fat and perfect. And this is going to be a recessive gene right here. So if you put a super stripe to a super stripe, you're going to make nothing but super stripes.
Oh, wow.
Got you, soul man.
And then let me show you a super empty back so you guys can see what a super empty back is. So a super empty back, you can see right here, you just got 2 perfect lines, and then pretty much. Yeah, and then this guy actually does have the highlighter gene, so there's a crested geckos, and that's kind of what you're seeing through this guy right here. This guy's name is Rango. If you've ever been to my table, Rango is usually one that comes down and hangs out at the shows with us. Let's see, what else can I show you? Let me show you some Xanthic stuff. I got some really nice Xanthic stuff here. I'm getting into more subspecies of geckos as well. So, you know, gargoyle geckos is one of my main focuses here. Red and orange stripes are my favorite. This is a example of that right here. Very, very pretty.
Wow. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. Wow, that is crazy, bro. That would be really cool to see that orange with like that last highlighter yellow, if that was possible. Like together, that'd be crazy. Like that orange.
Right.
Oh, wow.
There's only like really one hybridization that you can do with in the gecko world here of crested geckos and stuff. It's a Chuana gecko with a crested gecko cross. So a Chewy looks like this. I'll show you a Chewy here. Oh, I know freaking AJ loves his Chewies. Oh, yeah. That mossy look and stuff, so he'll like this one.
Wow. That one's different.
Yeah, so you definitely get like a little bit more of a mossier look and kind of things like that. But you can actually hybridize the Chewy gecko with the crested gecko, and it's really cool.
I would say that reminds me more of like a tree branch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 100%.
That's why I love it, just because they're so cryptic looking.
They got some really nice ones too, and they're called white collared Chewies, and man, they're so nice. Let's see. So this is a frappuccino. This is going to be a cappuccino mixed with a lily white, and you get a pretty cool pattern on this gecko. Let me show you this.
Oh wow, hell yeah!
20.
What up, Eric?
What's happening, Eric? I like the new logo, man. The new branding, dope.
It's cool, but I think Cartman's better. No, I'm just kidding. That one's
But
dope.
dude, let me see. Let me grab a exanthic that I produced here.
Let's find the turn around the way it's supposed to be. Check out how the light is.
The exanthics are definitely like one of my favorite genes that I work with. I don't think you can beat a black and white gecko, to be honest with you.
Do they have like several lines of Xanthic and geckos like they do in ball? One example.
Nope. Nope. And it's a recessive gene, so you.
Oh, whoa! It's like mostly black.
Yep. So
Wow.
this is a phantom. So this is actually a 3-gener here. This is going to be an exanthic phantom soft scale scatter scale.
Soft scale scatter scale.
Important.
So soft scale scatter scale, there's been kind of a debate on like what it actually is and stuff like that. What soft scale and scatter scale, they're the exact same thing. It's just two different people that are working on the project and doing different research and kind of things like that. But so soft scale and scatter scale, what it is, and this guy's a visual soft scale scatter scale too. What it is it's going to be the scale separation. So when you hear soft scale scatter scale, most people think gecko or whatnot. Really, what it is, it's just the scales are usually so pushed together that the underlying pigment isn't protruding into a true color. So with a soft scale animal, you have a scale separation, which is allowing that underneath pigment to come out in a greater sense. When this guy's fired up, he almost looks like he has a velvet look to him.
Wow.
So let me here, I'll fire this guy up and you guys can see the difference. So kind of remember what he looks like now, kind of just plain and kind of grayish looking here. Another thing too that I like to really focus on my geckos with is structure. I think structure is really kind of looked past. So right here, I think Rango has more perfect heads where it's just a straight kind of diamond looking type deal, and they call that almost being crowned in the crested gecko world.
Oh.
So
definitely a good looking gecko.
Yeah, man, I really like that bright yellow on some of them.
Right.
Yeah, the highlighter gene is really cool, especially in the lily whites. The highlighter gene just kind of gives a different aspect to it. I can show you that as well. Hold on. Just gonna fire this guy up real quick.
So when you say
a tip on firing, that's it. Yeah, a tip on firing up if someone kind of doesn't know what I'm talking about. So really what you do is you just put a gecko kind of in a cup like this, and then you're going to just give a little bit of moisture in there, and then you're just going to put the lid on, and you're going to wait probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Going to essentially change its color. It's going to get more vibrant. It's going to fire up, so your colors are going to become greater at that point.
Gotcha. See, I was assuming you would have to put it in with a female or something to get them fired up.
I figured it would probably be like
Let's see. So this is going to be a lily white that has the highlight. I'll see if you guys can kind of tell on this guy.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Oh, whoa, is that? Oh, never mind. That's like the ear canal I was seeing. I was like, is that a big red dot on the
Yeah,
side?
that little hole, that's gonna be their ear canal. They do so. Confettis is definitely like one of my projects that I work to. So like the red dot animals, just like kind of you were referring to there. I'll show you that. I have so many projects. We would be here forever if I showed everything.
Do you sell most of your geckos like at shows or on Morph Market or somewhere else?
Yeah, so I definitely am gonna be hitting more heavier this year. I haven't sold on there quite yet, but that's just due to, I only want to put kind of certain animals on Morph Market on the online side of things. If it's definitely a little bit more pet quality in my eye, I'll just kind of save it for the show, so I do have stock for my table. But like the nicer stuff, that I'm producing now definitely is going to be going up on Morph Market. This is a tough gecko because he fires up red, but if he was fired down, you would see all of these like red spots on him.
Crazy.
But all they call that is just like kind of a confetti line, but this one also has portholes going on it. So this is part of my red confetti porthole line.
Yeah, that thing's different looking, man.
I like that one a lot. That's cool.
Does it accumulate more spots?
Yeah, definitely. A baby gecko is not going to have that many spots, and then as it does grow, it is going to produce more spots over time, depending on the line. If you have a super Dalmatian, definitely some geckos will start to develop some spots over time, but I mean, some just only stick with a couple. So, but. But yeah, that's kind of a little overview of some geckos, I guess.
You should show off one of your custom enclosures there, because I really think those are neat too.
Man, I see so many.
Yeah, definitely.
Great idea.
Let me see if I have like a. Yeah, this is definitely something that I do sell at the shows quite a bit.
Such a good idea.
It's just be able to, because I mean, a lot of people that go to a show for the first time, I mean, everyone kind of knows they don't come prepared or whatnot. Right. So
they don't know what they want yet.
They're like, I don't have anything for it. So especially like a small first time gecko, like a baby. A lot of people make the mistake of throwing them into a huge enclosure and they struggle, So I used to do like the whole 6-quart. Everyone else usually starts out. It just takes so long to take off the lid and do all that kind of stuff, So this one is just a container that's already vented and all of that kind of stuff. I put 2 pool noodles. I cut the pool noodles to size. And then, so I'll just like kind of do a
wedge fit up there,
daggered thing right here. And then I'll put a bunch of, fake plants and all that kind of stuff and paper towel down on the bottom. And it's super easy to clean. It's magnetic. It's just, it's a super simple idea that does very well at the shows.
It definitely does.
Yeah,
you see a lot of them at the local stores here, man.
So I do a starter kit. So, with me being sponsored by Lugardi, what I do is for $35, I do a starter kit with all the stuff in it. It comes with a spray bottle and it comes with a small bag. So, if someone buys a gecko from me, they get the whole thing. They're ready to go home. They don't have to worry about, going and spending $150 on, a glass enclosure right away. This will allow the gecko to stay in this enclosure for the next 4 to 6 months, allow it to grow a little bit more. And then a lot of people that I tell, I'm like, because a lot of people want to go the bioactive route with crested geckos. So you do a little while to get your bioactive up and running as well. And to do the research, So I say you start out with something smaller like this. You have about 4 to 6 months for you to build out your enclosure. Take it slow and do all that kind of stuff, So you're not spending a big amount of money right off the bat. You can piece it together the way that, you know, your financials are going to allow you. So it's just something that helps me. And I also feel confident, you know, I know that enclosure that's going to hold the humidity well and all that kind of stuff. Cause I mean, obviously I use them.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's something that definitely sells good. And I mean, I feel confident having my customer buy that and put the gecko in it for, you know, a duration of time.
Yeah, especially since you said you can see right behind you, you use them.
Right.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, like when I'm having a cleaning day or a spraying day, like whatever it may be. And that's the thing, like once you get a certain number of animals, like a big number of animals, I think the biggest thing is being able to clean your animals and keep them clean, you know? So having the simplicity to that also is key in my eyes. So like when I come in, I'll open up like a row, I'll put food cup, spray, boom, 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 you know? And then if I was taking off each lid, it takes so much longer.
How often would you say those guys need to be cleaned? Is it kind of like a snake where it's just kind of spot cleaning, or is it?
I clean out the paper towel every week to week and a half probably. I kind of have everything staggered, you know. So like one night when I come home, I'll do baby ball pythons. You know, I'll do the cleaning of the baby geckos. The next day I'll do the adults. So like everything's kind of on a rotation. I kind of got everything just like scheduled to where I need to clean it that day. A full-on clean. I try and do a full-on clean, like a deep clean every month. But switching out the paper towels weekly to every single week and a half or 2 weeks, somewhere in there. I do also use a really cheap thing that people can use too, is egg crates. Egg crates are awesome in my opinion. You can spray them with water. They're not going to mold super, super heavy if you have the right ventilation. I go to Murdoch's or Tractor Supply Co. or whatever it may be, and I go and buy like pretty much just like 8 to 10 crates in a little package, and I'll put them together, rip them up. So like one egg crate will make you 4 little squares. So, you know, it's just something that if they poop on it, you throw it away, put in a new egg crate, kind of deal like that.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's dope.
Because like if I was to put cork bark in every single one of these, you know, I mean that cork bark's going to add up over time. And I mean that is pretty much, you know, essentially the same thing as cork bark, just not as heavy and not as expensive. So a lot of breeders that do have a lot of geckos, they definitely go the egg crate route. I'm definitely not the only one that uses that. So
it makes more sense. Easier to keep things sterile and more clean, and
probably holds the humidity longer than a paper towel too.
You just spray that thing up.
It does 100%.
Like time releases the humidity. Like that's a great idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got a little more time we want to interview you with, but you mentioned ball pythons. We gotta know what you're wearing with ball pythons too.
Definitely. I'm big into blackhead. Blackhead's like one of my main focuses. Super Orange Dream is like one of my focuses going forward. I have a Super Orange Dream on Friday, the 4th. That was a OD Black Pastel Mojave Sulfur to a OD Enchi. So nothing crazy, but just trying to hit like a really nice Super OD Black Pastel Sulfur, something like that, you know. I'm trying to see what the sulfur really does and some stuff. It's the only animal that I have sulfur with.
Crazy.
You have a Mr.
And I don't have a Miss King. I individually spray all my geckos, unfortunately. I eventually want to get to like a Miss King. We're planning on buying a house here at like the end of the year, so I'm pretty much maxed on my like guest bedroom space here right now. really hoping to like be able to get a fully finished basement where I can just expand and get nicer enclosures. I want to upgrade everyone. I just want to get there. It's freaking awesome. So just got to buy the house first. I'm doing what I can now. So
I would say if you're trying to do that in Colorado, I feel for you, man.
yeah, it's tough. It's expensive out here. But like another gene that I'm really liking too is Stranger. I got a couple Stranger animals. I just picked up a Stranger Clown, Posset Moray. So just gonna a lot of the darker stuff, and then on like the brighter stuff that I do work, I'm gonna try and work the super OD projects. But like here, I'll show a couple fun snakes that I produced this last year.
Yes, please.
Let's see, let me flip my camera around. Mountain Dew.
Do the do.
Do the do. So this is a blackhead Mojave fire red gene, 100% het hypo, 50% het pied, but I would almost guarantee that it's going to be 100%er.
Right. It's looking like it.
Some people like definitely hate on the red gene, but I personally really like the rusty look. I think it has a cool aspect to it. Got some really nice ringers with some just straight black outlines going in there. That one's a really fun animal in my opinion. Stan, I do got caps. I got Frappuccinos and I got some empty back caps. I'm working on hopefully next year I will produce a super empty back Frappuccino. That's my goal for next year.
That sounds tasty.
Those empty backs look really
It's going to be sick. The empty back cap that I have here in a minute too. That's done. And this one's a fun one. This is a blackhead, black pastel, calico, pos red gene, 100% het hypo.
Male or female?
This one's a male.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, he's a picky eater. He's one of those to kill it but not eat it. But I picked up those two ASFs from you, and he ended up eating one of those ASFs last night. So that's good.
Sweet. Is he one of the ones that usually gets the mouse hoppers, or?
No, I've been feeding. So I have a hatchling boa from this year, and then I have two king snakes as well. So those are the ones that get the mouse.
Oh yeah.
This one's a fun one. This one's a blackhead, Enchi, red gene, het hypo male.
Hell yeah. Wow. That's one of your cases where red gene definitely works good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with that Enchi, man.
Right
I mean, the orange blushing that's coming through this.
Dude, that's a great looking snake.
As Lace would say, Enchi and blackhead go together like butt cheeks.
Yeah, I'm not usually a big red gene fan, but man, you're trying to prove me wrong this time. That's for sure. That thing was great.
So yeah, definitely liking that one.
Hold back.
Let's see. Here's this Stranger Clown.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, nice. I've talked to a couple people. This thing's almost got like a full dorsal stripe kind of going on right now. Yeah. And a couple people that I've talked to, specifically like Rich and KG, they think that there's possibly spot nose in here because there was spot nose in the pairing, but I don't know. A lot of people say that, on a regular Stranger Clown, they're not seeing a full dorsal stripe like that. They're getting more of a broke up pattern.
Did you say it was Posset Moray /
Moray too? Yeah.
So I wonder if that could be doing something.
It could, yeah. I don't know. I need to shed test it. Has the Monsoon Moray test came out yet?
There's like 98% on it from what I heard.
Yeah,
gotcha.
They have a test.
So I'll probably just send
it as disqualifier, but
Ooh. Ooh, damn.
Here's a fun one. This is a black pastel, yellow belly, red stripe het clown.
Damn, that almost looked like a paint combo or something.
Right?
This one's super nice. So this is the one that I got from Justin.
Trevor says it's Het Monsoon. The last one.
I hope, man, because I got a female stranger Posset Monsoon that I got from Josh and Jackie, Ball Python Shed.
You might be able to hit super stranger visual monsoons.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so sick right now. But this girl, she's getting up to size. I think she's almost at that like 1,300 gram mark or so, 1,200, 13.
Our language.
Ooh,
That's a nice stranger.
that's nice and dark.
Yeah, I hate that she's in shed right now, but
It's just the hypo version.
right.
That temporary hypo.
So definitely just trying to see if I can, work the stranger into some stuff. I'd like to throw that black pastel blackhead, just like make like an all dark snake in that sense, but I don't know if I want like an all black snake that's too dark that you're not going to be able to see pattern. I think there's going to be a fine line on what you can throw on stranger without like darkening it up too much.
But then if you do get that ghost in there too and turn that snake blue, oh my.
Sick, right? This is a weirdo that I produced this year. This was from a firefly lesser leopard clown to a pastel yellow belly het clown, but for some reason I produced this like
Champagne.
this freaking, I call it piss stain to tell, but it's like yellow.
Right? I would say it looks like a champagne combo kind of. We made some pastel cinnamon champagnes that kind of grew out kind of like that. That's
So I'm
crazy.
going to just do kind of a full panel. Under the black light, this thing has so many leopard spots, it's not even funny.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What was the pairing
Let me
again
turn
on
off
that?
the light. It
And
was
what's
firefly
that?
lesser leopard clown to a hold on, let me turn this. Let me try and
Oh, now it's
focus.
just blowing.
Oh,
There it goes.
wow. That is nuts.
Wow.
Wow. That's a lot.
Do you happen to know what spectrum that black light is?
No, I mean whatever.
We might
I
have
got
to
this shit off of Amazon.
should bring it over next time you come over.
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, 100%. I just think I need to do a full panel test on this thing. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I would think maybe it's just it's an all gener and it's a super pastel fire something, I don't know, but there also could be like a hidden gene in here, like special or phantom that I'm just not seeing in one of the males or females.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
And you hit like a bell combo with
So
That's crazy.
yeah. But this is a male too, so I mean he's gonna be ready to go. It's the only one that I held back from that clutch. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. It'll be interesting to see what comes from him.
Right. This one's kind of sick. This is a blackhead Mojave hypo that I produced this year.
Oh yeah.
Got a super busy pattern
Right?
for being blackhead, but
Yeah, that looks good.
and then I produced like a really cool one too out of that same pairing, but it got fucking a curly tail. It's got like a pigtail.
Oh wow, that's
That
crazy.
one looks Blackhead Mojave. Is that one Blackhead Mojave too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks more like the Blackhead Mojave we got.
Right.
I definitely think Regine's in this one, just with like how much of that
That
orange blushing's going through too. Yeah, so I think this is the all gene banger, and I think that last one it just doesn't have red gene.
Got you.
And the reason why I say that, because like on stuff, like you see this like almost pixelation right on the back of the neck.
Right.
Right.
That's like one of my big blackhead signs. I don't know if anybody else uses that as a blackhead like marker, but every blackhead that I've produced or that's in my collection has those markers. So even though this one has a little bit busier of a pattern, you still got your stuff going through your neckline.
Gotcha. Huh. Right.
And then like here's another one. So I ended up producing 2 pigtails out of this clutch. I don't know what happened, but this one's even worse. This one has another pigtail. Like this one's weird. But it's almost the exact same combo as that other one.
Right.
Crazy.
Both males too. I talked to Trevor though. He said that he's got a pigtail that's a freaking proven breeder for him. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably that looked like it was so far down and just the very tip of the tail. Like,
Maybe he's got a corkscrew and he has to spin around while he puts it in there.
But yeah, no, it's crazy that like the 2 snakes that look almost identical, they came out with those pigtails and nothing else was fucking wrong with that clutch. It was just kind of weird.
that is weird, man.
That's the Sioux.
But I wish because like, but these ones were, you know, freaking nice, especially with that like red gene going in or whatever. I think it's a nice look.
It is.
Yeah.
So who knows? I want a really cheap, nice banger. Hit me up. It's a male.
Hell yeah.
But I mean that's kind of the ball python stuff. You know, I work clown. Clown is another main focus, and hypo, and then got some clown pied stuff going this year. But really, just trying to focus on like the stranger and the super OD stuff because I mean I have a ton of clutches. It's only 5 to 10 clutches a year, so just have the stuff that I like.
Definitely.
Hell yeah, man. You'll be happier that way. So we're gonna get some races going now, people. But before we do that, we got to show you some more ads here. Got to show them sponsors some love.
Hell
We'll be right back.
Back.
The Cocoa Dude offers you 2 different types of substrate for your reptiles. You can go with the black label chipper blocks with thick chunks, or the ready-to-go Cocoa to go. To get this premium cocoa, just visit their website at cocodude.com.
Proxima Reptilis is where you should get your first and next reptile. They're a family-owned business dedicated to providing healthy and well-adjusted reptiles. They specialize in ball pythons, domo boas, and BCI to name a few. Make sure to check them out on Instagram and Morph Market.
ShedTesting.com is your premier destination for fast, affordable, and reliable shed genetic testing. In addition to genetic testing, they have some beautiful ball pythons on their website, ShedTesting.com. Make sure to use code WhiskeyBomb15 to save 15% off of 2 shed tests. Celtic Balls specializes in premium ball python morphs, including NR Mandarin, Tragic, and more. They also work heavily with blood pythons and boas and have some exciting retics coming soon. Proud distributors of Cocoa to Go and the Chipper, you can catch them at NARBC shows, All-American Reptile and Plant Expos, and Show Me Reptile shows. Check them out on Instagram and Morph Market.
Perfectly Engineered Reptiles is a proud military veteran with over 10 years of keeping experience. Located in Central Florida, PER specializes in multi-recessive ball pythons, working with VPI, Krypton, untapped genes such as Rainbow and Gorilla, as well as sand boas and local BCIs to name a few. Perfectly Engineered Reptiles is also the Coco to Go supplier for Central Florida, and you can find them on Morph Market, YouTube, and Instagram.
Oh, you guys didn't hear that, did y'all? Jamming out on my air guitar. What up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. So you guys ready to get this shindig on the road?
Oh, Stan says, Chase, if you have a female cap you're letting go, let him know.
Ooh, that's the whole.
Yeah, I won't have female caps probably till the end of this season into probably the next season. But I'll have some available. Everything that is cap related right now is either eggs or about to be paired. So I'll definitely have some available here pretty soon. Just keep at me.
Hell yeah. And you can keep it us too, Sam. He fucking he comes over for rats and stuff, so we'll keep you in the loop.
I'm definitely most active on my Instagram, so if anybody does want to see like availability or anything like that, you can always message me on Instagram. That's gonna be like the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, a lot of people on Instagram, so that makes it nice and easy.
I will be I'll be vending the All American show here next month in Colorado, so that'll be the next show that I'm at.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a good show, man.
Jamie watching on our page wondering why only 9 people were on. Hell yeah, JNS says that hit you with players here to step up his gecko game.
Nice.
I got some really nice breeder quality animals. If people are looking to like upgrade their breeders, I definitely.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people getting ready to do that.
Seems like a lot of people are definitely trying to get into crested geckos right now.
Right.
It's hot.
They are cool, man. They definitely are cool.
All right, we're going to go to Bosa's page first today, people.
Oh, yeah. Got to support the Sultan of Support, y'all. Remember, while you're here, make sure you subscribe to these people and you throw that like. Please and thank you. What up, Ollie?
So you're going to be doing that the Plants and Reptiles show, Chase?
It's going, sir.
Yep. That's a really fun one for this because there are so many plant vendors that it kind of shows people how to set up their bioactives and stuff like that. So it's a nice show for that.
Hell yeah. Good place to get a vivarium going, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time I was there, I think somebody was even selling like little miniature, not miniature, but vivariums that were just like straight up chunks of jungle, bro.
They got some really nice builders there that come and bring some really nice bioactive stuff.
Some beautiful stuff.
So before we get going on a race, before I forget here, this is kind of like what I mean by like firing up your gecko. So now you can see that this gecko is like almost jet black, showing its true colors and stuff like that.
What a difference.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So humidity definitely is kind of a big influence on firing up your geckos, but also your geckos, excuse me, can get that from like stress induced too. So like if your gecko's just constantly fired up, it could be that your gecko's stressed out. So definitely just kind of want to look for the signs. But you can just see with that super empty back a lot more, like that middle of his back is just being erased. It's like someone took an eraser and just erased that middle line in there.
I'm more blown away, I think, by just how light gray it was and how dark black it is now.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That's crazy. I like how most of yours have the tail too. I know it's not a big thing if they do or don't have the tail, but I prefer it with the tail.
That's yeah. I mean, and that could just be due to bad shed. Like if they lose their tail, bad sheds. Stress is a big one for tail loss, and then yeah, just stuff like that. So, but
Gotcha.
I really try and keep all my tails. That's such a better look.
Right?
Fellas, I'm back home. I'm
like I
loaded
went out of
truck and
town.
everything. I'm gonna tap back on in a bit.
All right, brother.
Sounds good, Keys.
You. See you a bit, bros. You.
Hell
Oh shit!
Peace,
I don't want
peace.
to end the stream. I just need to leave out.
Oh shit! Don't do that. And today, I don't know if you guys heard.
Finally was
earlier,
able to take a dab.
Nice.
We're gonna be for the races today. I'm gonna copy and paste the names over each race. So basically, if you are commenting on each race, that racer will carry over. So you can have, if you're a top tier Patreon and you comment on all 6 videos, you can have 10 racers by the end of the show.
So every time you participate in the go tag up Whiskey Bomb in this person's channel, you get another racer.
Patrick, Stan,
And then if anybody has some questions about like crested geckos or anything that I talked on, I wasn't really paying attention to the chat when I was talking. So if I miss any of your questions, drop them in, and I'll try and answer them as best as possible.
I think we got all of them, but yeah, definitely hit them up on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're at.
What a precious project.
JNS Exotic. So I incubate both my eggs together from the same clutch. I've only had this issue one time, but I had both the babies hatch, and the one of the babies dropped its tail, and the other one ate its tail. Like there was no tail on that anymore when I first got them. So it was crazy. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
That's crazy.
Stan, I personally don't mind the hybrid crested geckos. I think that I'm more than likely probably going to try. But it really depends, because you can get a certain percentage. So like the only hybridization you can do is like how I said with the chewy geckos and the crested geckos. But if you get a like 60% chewy gecko and a 40% crested gecko, that's like when it kind of looks the best. Of the crested gecko side to it, like a 60% crested and a 40% chewy, that's when it kind of starts looking a little weird. So you don't know what percentage you're going to get. And I'm pretty sure the hybrids aren't viable to breed or do anything like that. But I mean, they're a super unique looking animal. I personally am going to try and like do the chewy with the hybrid into a lily white hybrid. That's like the ultimate goal. But you can do Saracenorum times crested. Honestly, I haven't seen too many of the Saracenorums, if I've ever even seen one, with a crested gecko cross. But you should send me a photo of that. I don't really know how that would look. I mean, you're getting a lot more mossy pattern with the chewies. The Saracenorums are just kind of a brown gecko with, blonde Saracenorums. But then you can also get the spotted Saracenorums. So you're not really getting a whole lot of pattern between the two. So I personally think that it would be better for a cross on the chewy and the crested gecko rather than a Saracenorum. I love Saracenorums though. Those by themselves are awesome animals.
I don't know that I've ever even heard of Sarah Sonoran.
It was when Sarah went to the Sonora Desert. No, I'm just kidding.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, I'm trying to win a couple races today, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! I need to get you another racer in there too, because you're up on the panel. We always
I didn't notice that we're pogo sticking today, though. I had to look close at that one. I was like, what are these guys doing?
Kike would say scandalous.
Hopping on sticks to see who finishes first is mad wild.
We got so first place today gets $100 credit to Tyler's Toxic Balls.
Hell yeah. Big shout out to Tyler.
Hell
you,
yeah.
sir.
He got some crazy stuff going on.
Absolutely.
KRG stuff. Having a ball. Oh shit, he took first and third. He's trying to come out here. I think he's already got like 100 credit with us.
Right.
And I think he won a couple other people's credits too.
Right.
Whoever comes in first place today too can get $100 credit from me as well.
All right.
Since I'm on the show today, whoever gets first place, $100 credit. Second place.
Oh, you broke up.
You broke up, brother.
I heard second place.
First place, $100 credit. Second place, $50 credit.
Nice, dude.
Dope,
Fuck
man.
yeah, thanks,
Dope.
man. So I guess
Yes,
first
sir.
place,
Yes, sir.
100 to Tyler's Toxic Balls and 100 to CKP.
Hell yeah. You got to yell at your TV screens twice as loud now. I said run!
All right, no new names in that comment section. And we'll probably do the next set of races here in like 5-10 minutes because, like I say, we're going to do double the amount of race sessions so that we can get the people in the chat a little more racers.
Give the
hopefully.
common man a chance.
Yeah. But the Puff Trail members will still have the advantage if they're taking part in the chat too.
Ryan Robinson, go play Bubble Craps if you're in Vegas right now. Go run it up.
Ooh.
I love craps.
So, yeah, Ryan, basically there's a link right above you, about 2 comments above you. Follow that link and go put Carnage Gang in the comments or Whiskey Bomb. Really, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to run up the algorithm on other people's channels and shit. So if you go leave a comment on that video, I'll add a racer with your name on it. You can also join our Patreon. And if you join the Patreon, you'll get extra racers.
And it's a savings
depending
account.
on the tier you're in. Yeah, any money you put in our Patreon goes towards snakes eventually.
And you have the chance to
And
win more cool stuff.
Yeah, we do this every week, so you have a chance to win credits from a lot of other breeders.
And second and third place, there's always some credits from us too, so you can let those build. We never have them expire. So on top of the savings account, you could get some extra.
And JVC on the board early.
So not really like gambling, more like possibly getting hooked up.
Yeah, you have to have the ability or the option to lose money with gambling, and you don't lose money with this.
Right. So. It all goes to that savings.
Free gambling.
Right. You literally have nothing to lose and only extra to gain.
Right.
All right. We'll go ahead and run this again. And we got J&S moved up to first. We already got J&S and having a ball going back and forth.
Nice. Hell yeah. J&S is at 8 points. Having the balls at 6 points. It's simply irresistible in third with 3 points. JBC with 2 points. Piscetti. Let's get it.
That's JBC.
I was coming out so strong, but then I was just like, fall to the back of the pack.
Oh, yeah, you never want to be first.
Yeah, you want to be in the back of the pack to start out.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get your third racer, Chase. If I don't remember, you gotta remind me.
Third racer.
All right, well, I'll remind you on this next one. All good if not.
Oh, and there's Ryan Robinson. I gotta add him up. That cutting board is an absolute piece of art. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think that was a Vinny cutting board there.
What's up, Pit Stalkers? What's up,
Oh.
Elevated?
Pit Stalkers in the house. Oh,
What's
Carlos
up? What's
in
up?
the house.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, JNS increasing his lead, trying to run away early.
Damn.
Up to 13.
Somebody better step on his toes.
Carlos, that girl that I got from you is doing awesome.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and Jason Ryan.
Carlos definitely got some heat, man.
I picked up a spot nose lesser clown female proven breeder from him.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hoping to put that black pastel, yellow belly, red stripe head clown to him or to her at the end of the season. So
Hell yeah, man.
I got a really that I'm working on right now. She's a super OD YB calico leopard. Let me say that again. Super OD YB leopard calico het pied to an orange stream het or an orange stream pied het clown. So
Ooh.
gotten 2
Hell
locks
yeah.
on them.
Nice.
I hit some super OD Leo calico YB pieds posset clowns.
Hell yeah.
That's nice.
Bunch of good
And
ingredients.
I picked up a super OD vanilla cream calico het clown female too. So
Wow. Hell yeah.
she's a really nice super OD calico clown going. I'm really a fan of that calico clown. That calico clown is slap on in my opinion.
Yeah, they don't do what you would expect, but they're dope, man. I like the interaction.
Yo, JNS is cheap, man. First and second on this race, first and third on the first race.
Yeah, this guy's cheating. Don't forget, Chase needs another racer.
Oh no, that was having a ball that had first and third. I already gave him another racer,
gotcha.
bro.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Gotcha.
I got
I'm
it.
a little behind.
I got
here.
him and Ryan Robinson.
Sweet.
Oh, I need to get Holly and Mofo Jamie in there.
Mofo Jamie in the house.
And then we'll do 2 more races, and then we'll send you guys to another video.
I want to stay on Jamie's good side. I don't know that I can handle that hot seat, man.
Ashley, what did you pick up?
Ooh, yeah. What did you pick up, Ashley? Please do tell.
I know she picked up some clown stuff on that Keys auction, so who knows? Ashley's gonna be hitting some clown stuff soon.
What? You sure?
I might be wrong, but I'm
Well,
pretty
then
sure
she got
Ashley
rid
picked
of
up some
some
Which
clown
Ash?
stuff.
Because anyone named Ash doesn't like clown, as far as I know.
Right.
Morph-minded Ash or Ashley.
right. Yeah, I don't think that Ashley got clown. I could be wrong, but
I could be wrong too, but I thought Ashley picked up some clown stuff in Keys' auction.
No.
Ashley, we need some.
Cine OD Fire Sentinel double het hypocryptic female. Wow.
that
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like an Ashley snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pastel, no clown.
She said we paid for them and gave them away.
I kind of think we talked about the clowns they had.
right.
Damn, dude, JNS is like trying to murder people today. 21, dude, already?
6 points.
Right. And he's like
21.
he was trying to win this race too. Oh, he's coming back with one of them. He's going to be in the top, maybe. Oh, no, missed. 217 CKP and Proxima.
Hell yeah.
Woo. Let's go.
Right.
Right, 3 new people on the board. All right, we'll do another race and then we'll
shout out Proxima too. I know Proxima literally just had some really nice eggs get dropped. I don't remember the pairing, but it was I think it was Monarch to Het Monarch or with some other stuff.
I believe
if Mike and Melissa are still in here.
Right.
Yeah, what was that pairing again, Proxima? Stupid fire though.
Yeah, they Colorado Breeders Group, and I was like, damn, that's fucking a banger.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha,
also
gotcha.
dope people.
Yeah, we were one of those.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, the one we got off you that's going to be possible triple. Well, we got 2. We got one that's for sure triple head off you that was yellow belly. And then the one that we just got that's triple head. It's going to be cool to put we got the acid chocolate triple head boy to put to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got pastel too.
Say with your chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got pastel
too. Here's that
haters.
pairing from Proxima. Oh, Cypress too. Hell yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Cypress, Het Monarch, Utrecht, Het Monarch.
Damn.
Got at bug eggs.
I think they meant a bunch of eggs or 8 big eggs is what they meant.
Gotcha.
There we go. I was like, I don't know what. I was like, hopefully bugs didn't get to them eggs.
Evan Kidd, congrats, first place.
Hell yeah. Right on, Evan.
Proxima.
Oh, Robinson. Getting some new names on here.
Right.
That's good. JNS still ain't running away with it too bad.
Right.
I say too bad, but he's still got a good lead. 15-point lead. That's like 3 first places to catch him. All right, let's send them let me copy and paste the names on here so everyone gets to keep their racers.
Yeah. All the participants get more racers this week. Just keep building them.
What should we race next?
Ooh. Are you sharing it with everybody?
I can. Hold on.
We're going to share it with everybody, and the first one that mentions it gets it. What are we racing?
Wonder if there's anything I don't think we've ever raced hedgehogs or ladybugs. We've raced all of those.
Mitzi says aliens.
Aliens?
Aliens.
All right, we're going with aliens, Mitzi.
And then Robinson says horse.
All right, we'll do horses after. Where did aliens go? Oh, there it is. Very good. There we go.
Awesome. Josh Jones says, I took second in one race. My racer is done for the month. Oh, shit. Tyler says, if the live gets to 40 likes, I'll give the first and second place $100 credit. Gets to 45 likes, and I'll do $100 credit on top 3.
Damn. Hey Tyler, you know, you could just sponsor more shows instead of putting it all in one show. I'm just kidding.
Fred's all about that. Every time people are like, I want to do more than 200, he's like, we can do more shows.
No, I don't mind letting people add to it.
Yeah, but you can do more shows.
But yeah, if you wanted. And next, we're going to send people here. Yeah, that one.
Hell yeah.
Bro, so thick. Should be. I think this might be your pre-Avi.
Ooh. Can you put him on blast real quick?
What's that?
We're going to throw you on blast here. Ooh, very nice.
Oh,
She looks like she's Avian right there, man.
Yeah, I think so. She stopped eating for me too a couple weeks ago, so I think so. Going into shed. So this is also that girl that produced that all-white snake, or the yellowish kind of one. So she's supposed to be a pastel yellow belly het clown.
Thanks,
Super
Tyler.
bright.
Much love, Tyler.
So
That
this is
is
where
super
I'm thinking, you know, there might be like special or phantom going on too, maybe.
It is very bright and dark at the same time.
Right. Like the blacks are so crisp on her.
Right? Beautiful.
Especially for being pastel too. Like this thing
Hey,
should
we don't
not
say
look like this.
especially.
Say it.
Hey, she's a nice pastel. She's like one of I do actually have quite a bit of pastel in my collection. I mean, later on pastel.
Man,
At
pastel
all.
does work on a lot of stuff.
There you go, Carlos. Here's this girl I got from you.
There's a lot of it. I'll give you guys.
Spot nose lesser clown.
Ooh.
Running on the chipper.
Hell yeah. Get that chipper substrate. Hit up Chris from BNS, or if you're in Colorado, let us know. Uh-oh. Ashley says 3 zipper mouths. I'm afraid to even ask. Oh, yeah. Listen to Robinson's Exotics there. Hit that like and the subscribe button, too. Please and thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, we don't have any pastel. Nothing crazy. Oh, no. Y'all got craziness. I understand you don't like the pastel. That's fine, I guess. Thought y'all had better standards than that. What? That's not nice. No, all love to those girls, man. That's definitely fam. Just normal to normal over here. You're a very bad liar. Super classic's coming. Yeah, okay, Ashley.
Classic, super classic.
Man, Ashley's going to be putting out a whole different flavor of a lot of stuff. I cannot wait. I got to see the next snakes, man. They're definitely making next snakes. They ain't following nobody.
So we got a couple more races left and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but if you need to go anywhere, brother, don't feel like you got to stay.
Absolutely.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, We'll do this set and then 4 more sets between now and probably 4:30, 4:45 range.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, taking dabs and bullshit with our friends, man.
Yes, sir. That's I got the whole evening blocked out for this, so we good.
Nice. Hell yeah, bro.
I'm taking dabs as well.
Oh yeah. Got to use our time wisely, you know.
Oh yeah. Let's see. This is a cool snake. Show this one off.
Ooh. Yeah, but I like snakes.
I like snakes too.
Oh, whoops.
It's a slithery snake.
That is nice.
Let's forget how to do this on StreamYard here.
So what do we got here?
It is a
Damn, that is
Sunglow 66% het leopard / black-eyed anery.
That thing is stupid bright, bro.
I wish it was out in the sun. I wish it was a nice day. I could take it out in the sun. The tail just glows so orange.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's like a freaking Ronald McDonald boa. That thing's straight ketchup and mustard.
That will go to this girl who is a hypo motley het call. So,
oh wow,
some more stuff of this. Well, I'm in no rush. I'm gonna probably have that pairing in like 2-3 years. She's going on like 4 years old. I just got him, so let him, hit that like 2 to 3 year mark and slow grow him. And that's the thing with the boas, man. You really want to slow grow these things. The first year of their life, I mean, I keep them on mice and then start to get them to.
So does that combo stay looking that good, like as it grows?
Yeah,
or?
This one should. Yeah, this one should.
Damn.
But I mean, for her being just a simple, like,
oh yeah, she's gorgeous, but he's
hypo motley. Yeah, so hopefully just hit some stunners with that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there should be some
boas, so that's.
So is he het for albino at all too, or?
So he's a visual albino.
Okay, gotcha.
He's a Sunglow, so he's like.
I have no idea what any. I have no idea what.
Yeah, no. So he's a visual albino, and she's het.
Yeah, so I just snitched myself out. I don't know shit about boas.
Yeah, it isn't that pastel. Like the only reason pastel gets a bad rap is because there's so many of them. There's like, if you look at the numbers, like on Morph Market and that, they're just so overproduced because it's one of the first genes people work with.
Yeah, and it's a staple in proving everything out. Plus, I mean, it makes visually pretty animals in a lot of different cases. So why wouldn't you use it?
Ashley says they evacuated the pastel. Mojave's next.
I have some.
I get it. You want to get common. You get the more common stuff out of your projects. You're going to have a better chance of selling stuff because people already have those common things that they're going to be putting to it anyway.
It opens up when people can breed to your snake,
and I get that.
Yeah, we try to do that as well.
And Blue Zombie,
definitely a wise move. Like that damn freaking hidden gene Enchi nemesis. I'm trying to do busy stuff.
Damn, fucking JNS has been a little quiet here the last few races. He's actually trying to let people catch up, I think.
I had to do it at least once, you know.
Ashley's comment. And she is on the list too, AJ.
That damn Inchy. It does do great stuff in the right combos. We're just trying to do busy stuff, and it doesn't like that.
Yeah, pattern reducer for sure.
Right.
I say Lesser's another one. Like a lot of times Lesser looks great, but it's one of those ones that just gets overproduced, like especially in clown.
And once you get like white snakes from it, like that's another strike against it.
Oh, Irresistible trying. Oh, CKP.
Hell yeah!
Whoa.
Hey, we got someone else in double digits now with Irresistible.
Nice.
CKP, you're up to 6.
And then Sky High.
Sky High, 2 on the board. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Oops, sorry, wrong switch. Two of our breeder males have inchies, so hold back. So
Slim pickings. I understand.
Yeah, trying to work around genes you don't want is just as hard as
and
trying to get the genes you want.
Yeah, and trying to do both the addition and the subtraction at the same time. Oh my God, good luck.
It's fun.
Well, I hope you're very successful, Ashley. I hope you're very successful. Let's get that Inchy out.
Unless you're doing pied or stuff like that.
Even then,
but
I
it
mean,
is pretty overproduced, though. Like,
and there's also stuff like Blackhead and Krypton and Scrambler and other things that make high. Right?
Benny.
Nice. Followed up by External Exotics.
Oh, Eric B.
And then followed up by Mitzi Ann. And then Eric came in 4th, too. Seems like the algorithm might be liking that new name out there, Eric. Yeah. Big shout out to everybody here today, too. Thank you for being here.
And real quick, before I do this next race, there's something else I got to run here. So we're going to take a little 30-second break here.
It's called EPIC, the Exotic Pet Industry Conference, and it's free to register at epic.live. EPIC is over 20 special guests across 16 sessions covering industry trends, marketing, branding, podcasting, and YouTube. EPIC is for pet keepers and breeders. It's for gecko and invert lovers. It's for snake and spider lovers. EPIC is for anyone who enjoys these amazing animals. Did I mention it's free? Register now at epic.live.
And we're back.
Hell yeah. Right. So Ryan Robinson says, I'll take those inches off your hands since they ain't worth much, you know, especially if they're rocking them dark jeans. Yeah, they do. Inches do look good with like blackhead. Like that is a good looking combo.
Black pastel, cinnamon, like yep.
I had that blackhead Enchi red gene on my table at that last show, and I had so many compliments on it. Like people were like, "Oh, what is this?"
It's definitely some good colors.
Yeah, it's a good.
What's
I mean,
up,
it's
Jared?
a pretty simple combo too. Pretty easy to make.
Right. Yeah, like I said, with us, it's just trying to make shit busy. That's the only reason why we don't like
Yeah,
it.
Inchy and Ultramel, especially like Inchy Leopard Ultramel. Hell yeah. Inchy and Leopard are another good combo. Inchy Leopard Freeways.
I will say Inchy doesn't age the best. It seems to have a lot of brown speckling on the back whenever it gets older. It's weird. It's one of those cleaning ones, but then it like ends up showing the dirt back up.
Spot nose is kind of cool because you get a pretty cool like calico pixelation almost with the spot nose and Enchi interaction. Jamie, I got a cool snake you would like if you like leopard lesser.
Brittany, you're up to 8. Robinson, you're up to 9. And 217 Will, you are up to 7.
Nice.
Oh, let me get you on blast there, bro. Oh, that's sick. That leopard lesser what?
Fire.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I really like those like J hooks on it though, you know.
Yeah.
Just like,
That is
Yeah,
a
that
cool
whole
looking
thing is just
combo.
cool. The dorsal stripe, the fucking, that's just really nice.
yeah. This one too is another girl from that clutch, and this one came out really cool too. This one's got pastel though. It's a firefly, but like that chain link on this is wicked.
Right? That's a dope ass dorsal.
He calls Enchi the pattern tamer. Yeah, Jamie says
Here's
she loves
another-
wood.
There's another like blackhead Enchi combo where it looks like good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking guy keeps trying to make me eat my word right after I say it. No, she looks beautiful.
But it definitely like muddies it up though, you know, like that. Those alien heads aren't as crisp, but
Right.
I mean it's all right. Blackhead and spot nose doesn't really work well with the Enchi too. Like the
That's true, especially being a, like you would think that it would do better, but
yeah, it doesn't look good.
I mean it's nice, but it's not what you would expect. That's for damn sure.
Right.
It brings out a lot of them gold tones in the spot nose, and not a lot of the black tones.
100%. 100%.
Gonna do this race and another race, and then we're gonna send you to another video.
You guys can pick up another racer.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if anybody wants to tune in this upcoming Friday too, I'm gonna be cutting a clutch on my Instagram. So, or I might be on. I might do it on. I was talking with Keys on that Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, for tear down? Hell yeah, that'd be dope, man.
That would be really cool.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
JNS is back.
I've seen some people hit some killer odds on that show too, man.
Nice.
Well then, fuck, I better do it there. JNS needs to up his crested geckos. He's gonna use that $100 credit for them cresties.
Right. Looks like he's gonna get it, man. He's up to 24
Oh
points.
yeah, I gotta change the banner there too.
And second place, it looks like Irresistibal's at 10 points. So he's got more than double.
Knox.
Irresistibles, you need to break out that crowbar, you know.
She's fucking going nuts.
Freaking crackhead. Somebody pooped. Somebody's super excited. Did you poop today?
Is that Knox?
Yeah. Running around like a crackhead.
Dude, she was like laying on the floor yesterday and just, I've never heard her make those like whining sounds like that. It was so funny.
She's such a fucking character, man. Yeah, she lets you know if you haven't paid attention to her.
Yeah. I didn't pet her for about 10 minutes there, and
Right.
she was feeling a little left out. Poor
I thought you
Knox.
were a good person, and now you're leaving me alone for like a whole 5 seconds?
I thought you came here just to see me.
Right? No, she's not spoiled. She's good, though.
Yeah, she's a good dog.
If we could get her to quit jumping, damn, that'd be nice.
All right, last race for this series, and then we'll go somewhere else.
Actually, I agree. Allele combos are the best. Never make a normal snake.
Yeah, I love them. And a lot of times the allelic combos look crazy too. Like not so much in the spider complex, it seems, but usually.
Seems like Hidden Gene Woma is like kind of coming back a little bit in like clown stuff, and I had like a really nice Hidden Gene Woma clown combo that I got rid of because like, dude, no one wanted like Hidden Gene back in the day, and then now it just came on. I was like,
yeah,
I kept that.
It's definitely got some fire under it right now.
My only thing is, it's like that whole complex has so many other cool genes you can work that don't.
Like, just so many hitters in that complex, man.
Yeah, that complex is loaded. And some of the ones that are lethal, like the Hidden Genome, the Champagne, like I like some of the combos you can make with some of that stuff. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Champagne's not my favorite, but I mean, I've seen some really nice ones where I'm like, damn, Champagne's not bad at all.
I think we can crown J&S the winner already. Jeez, I don't think anyone's going to catch him.
Way to ruin the game for us, J&S.
Ruin the game!
He's going to feel bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, maybe more people should join that top tier Patreon. No, I'm just kidding. That's hilarious. He's up to almost 30, and the closest behind him is 11, Brittany B.
Yeah.
And then Irresistible with 10.
And then Robinson.
And I need to copy and paste these names. And what are we racing next? Let me share the screen. Whoever.
First comment. Who's the first one to tell us what we're racing? Ryan Robinson says pip stalkers. I don't know that we can race pip stalkers. Camels.
Camel races, huh?
Hell yeah, gotta love camels. And then Robinson says horses.
Oh yeah, and I think someone said horses before. So actually, you know what? Let's do camels next. So someone did say horses before.
Yeah, that's right. Let's run horses and then camels.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Oh, and then Jamie says frogs after that.
Yeah, probably about close as you're getting to snakes. I wish they had snakes.
Yeah, same. Bam. All right, whose house we sending everybody to now?
We're gonna go to LMK.
Oh, Ken with 2 N's. Don't be tripping.
Oh shit! Did I already? Sorry, guys. All right, let me get. What are we doing? Horse race. Okay, I can get rid of this one now. And we're doing this one. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I imagine. Actually, he's talking about a clutch he's doing. I imagine if any of them hit hypo and cryptic, they're probably not going to be for sale. Oh shit, Boza in the house. What's up, Boza?
Okay, I'll get that link in there for you right now, everyone.
Hopefully, you just had a whole bunch of people visit your page there, Boza. Ashley says you are correct, AJ. Ah, see, smart sometimes.
Sometimes.
Every once in a while. How do you say it on White Man Can't Jump? Dog got his sun got to shine on a dog's ass some days. Hell yeah. Hope you and the fam are all doing good, Bosa. Please give everybody a great big old hug for us. Ooh, those two are ready to drop any day now, says Ashley. I like snakes. I'm starting to like geckos too.
I like to.
I didn't hear that. I heard I like and then it cut out.
I like Totos. You ever seen that kid? That
Oh, turtles? Yeah. Frankenstein costume or whatever.
he's got like a zombie like face painting
Yeah,
at the fair or something.
Right. I like turtles.
He's on like he's on that newscast interview.
Yeah,
He says, I like Totos.
Yeah. I understand, kid. I like snakes.
I like reptiles in general.
All right, I go with that.
Except spiders, you know, I can respect spiders. They're just not my thing. They're little creepy crawlies.
Yeah, I can't do spiders either.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
I mean, I could probably have one, but I wouldn't be holding it and shit.
Yeah, just feed it. That's it. But then, like, when you would have to like do maintenance on the cage, I would just be like, "What do I do? What do I do?"
I guess I give this one away and get a new spider.
Right. I can start over.
Right.
I used to have a tortoise too, Dan. I love my tortoise. I had a red-footed, and then it just got too big to keep inside. I gave it to someone that has like a property dedicated to tortoises, and
oh wow,
ended up being a female, and she laid eggs. So I don't know if they hatched or not, but
crazy.
spiders are one of the best out there. My wife gets mad at me for taking bugs out and feeding the wild ones. I have one on my back shed that comes like every single year. I mean, it's not the same one because it's probably died by now, but it's probably like an offspring. But it's like one of those orb weavers.
Yeah, man, those are
cool. Yeah, they make super nice webs, and I mean, I usually just let it kind of chill over there, and attack, because if you walk through it, oh man.
Anytime we have an orb, we try to feed it all kinds of stuff too and shit. Like, they're super cool animals.
Yeah, if like I have an extra cricket or something, you know, I'll just like go toss it in the web for it.
Hell yeah. And they're just like snap on it, man.
Oh, dude, it's cool. It's cool to watch meat. They're really cool creatures.
For sure.
100%.
Then they'll cut out that part of their web and like fill it back in and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Super interesting. Well, depending on how much
jumping spiders. Jumping spiders are pretty common out here too. We got some jumpers. I think they're regals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're like all black ones with like little white spots on them and shit.
Hey, you weren't lying. He was all. Where is he's all? I'm flying this time.
They're cool to have in your house until it freaking lays eggs and you have a bunch of little baby jumpers just in your house now. That'd be kind of awful.
Right.
That's like those praying mantis people, you know, they go and catch a wild praying mantis and then it just like starts getting just millions of freaking praying mantis everywhere now.
Yeah. Fucking like whenever I was like way younger, a bunch of us used to live together, and fucking chick I knew fucking ended up catching one, and it was like a house pet and shit. We all just watched it all the time and shit. Fucking it ended up growing its abdomen all big and then like laying these foamy eggs and shit, and we're like, what the hell? Bunch of young stoner kids just totally enthralled with this bug. It was Corn Dog that caught it.
Corn Dog was his name, you said?
No, it was her. Yeah, Corinne.
Oh, her name was Corn Dog?
Yeah, we all called her Corn Dog because her name was Corinne.
Nice.
And like, there was this old substitute teacher a long time ago that called her Corn instead of Corinne, so it stuck. She was Corn forever after that.
That was lit.
Nice, hell yeah. He called that race too.
Right. Well, he said he was like leading in the beginning, which usually you don't win if you're leading in the beginning. Yeah. He said he fell way off and then came back. Like, is anyone gonna catch JNS though?
Right, that's the mission.
He's coming on strong right there.
Oh, Mitzi's got this one. Oh, unless Bone Daddy comes out, Mitzi's gonna hold on.
Oh, nice. Mitzi M, followed by Proxima, followed by Texoma. Hell yeah. I love these races. They're super rigged. Every time somebody wins, it's my friend.
Where's the race again option?
Like it doesn't matter who. Anybody with a racer in this race is my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm rooting for you. Ooh, that sounded tasty. That reminds me.
That sounded tasty.
It's always dab 30 time.
Sometimes it's flower o'clock too.
I'm just not, honestly, like the most flower I smoke is with you guys. Like I never buy flower.
Huh.
It's because you're too young for that shit. Only us old heads smoke flower. We don't even call it flower. That's not you fucking young kids start calling it, so we just had to go with it.
We smoke
buds. No, that's what we smoke.
Buds.
We smoke that pre-run, if y'all call
that
it.
Pre-run. That's great. That pre-run.
Yeah, we just make that stuff into nice hash where I come from.
I like weed. Yeah, but I like hash.
I have a snake
nice.
named Hash.
Nice. I bet he kicked that.
Mofo Jamie on the board with 3.
I love how it fucking starts
I know.
out.
It's so hilarious. Like Mofo. Why is Mofo bad?
Oh, you know why, Fred. Don't you give me that.
I bet there's a lot of things you could put in there it wouldn't edit out that are even worse, though.
Maybe, yeah.
It's so weird. It doesn't have the race again option for this race.
That is weird.
I have to keep going back out. All right, This is the last race for this session, and then we're going to send you somewhere else.
And we're going to race for camels when we get back.
Yeah, camels.
Hell yeah.
Well, we got 2 people with 10 points now.
I ran through the desert on a camel named Toe. It felt good to get out of the snow.
Whoa. I ain't talking about Harry Pothead.
Hey, don't talk shit about Harry Potter. I love me some Harry Potter.
On
It's like
purpose?
one of the best movies to fall asleep to. Like it's nice and dark. Oh, it just puts you to sleep. Like that. Pirates of the Caribbean is a good one to fall asleep to.
It sounds like the reason my great grandpa used to watch baseball. He used to just watch it go to sleep, I believe.
Yeah, I mean golf is a good one on TV.
Yeah, he used to watch golf go to sleep too.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Robinson up to 14.
Boom! I was watching that. What the hell? You weren't watching shit with your eyelids.
Hey, we got someone that's got half as many points as JNS now with Robinson. He's got 14. JNS at 29. I need to go copy and paste these names.
Yeah, JNS is just killing it, man.
Mostly from the beginning, man.
Right.
Fuck. All right, let's do. Oh, and we're doing what was it?
Camels.
Camels. Yeah.
Das Camels. And then what was after camels? I'm trying to go back a little.
All right, now we're sending them to some old school, an old school guy that wouldn't for him, and we wouldn't probably be making YouTubes.
Frogs. Oh yeah, Gershon. The Yoda himself. I miss this guy. A lot of you younger crowd probably don't even know about him, unfortunately.
Yeah, so while you're there, make sure you sub to his channel and watch some other videos.
Yeah, you got some catching up to do, please and thank you. Maybe if he gets a spike in his ratings, he might come back.
And this was
I
actually
can hope.
before Mike from Herb Collectors started really getting popular too, because that's who he's interviewing in this video.
Right. Big shout out to Gershon, man. I hope you're having a great life, brother. And if you ever want back into snakes, let us know, man. Love to hook you up. He got so many people started.
That's awesome. From 2 years ago, Jay Slithers, Slithery Servants, and Boza Reptiles are the 3 comments on there.
Nice.
Say Jay Slithers was just getting started around that time, I want to say. James Perry, Mofo Jamie, Proxima.
Yeah, he was great for the community. So yeah, the one after the horses was frogs.
All right. Then we got Eric B, External Exotic.
Hell yeah. I like the new name. It's going to take a minute to get used to, though.
It seems too professional for Eric, man. No, I'm just
a
kidding.
little bit, I mean. No, but Eric just had that surgery, too. Like, it's going to be a whole new Eric here. He's in a cocoon right now. He's in that metamorphosis stage. He's going to come out all skinny and going to have to guard your wives. What? I doubt Eric's
hide your kids, hide your wives.
Right. Hell yeah, I'm excited for you, Eric.
All right. Robinson, Jamie.
And once again, thank you everybody for being here today.
I gave up on numbering people's names. I'm just putting their name in there again.
There you go. You can simply count them.
I was going to say it's the same name. It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't seem to matter if it's.
Yeah.
It doesn't like make me number them. So as long as it's in there again. All right. One last check for more contestants. All right. Good luck.
All right. Run it. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Jason was like, yep, that's when I started.
Hell yeah, man. There's the link, everybody. And definitely go back and watch some older videos from him, man. He was a great guy.
Yeah, he actually started out doing green tree pythons and shit.
Those are GTPs and fucking emerald tree boas. Man, those are coming on so hot and heavy right now, too.
Yeah, they are.
JBC.
No, followed by JNS.
Fucking JNS. Damn, he's up,
don't hurt him.
up to 32 now.
Followed by Robinson Reptiles.
Well, Robinson's trying to. He's second with 16. He's got half as much still.
Irresistibles. I'm not saying use that crowbar, but you might want to use that crowbar.
bad we didn't have like buttons that we could like use to like
that would be
knock
awesome. If
people off the
that's an
candles.
interactive thing or something.
Yeah, like an interactive game here. This would be so much. It'd be so cool.
Or I mean, it is interactive. You have to yell at your TV screen, and the more you type in the chat,
The mic picks up the decibels. And the higher the decibels, and I'm
people are going to be like, "Motherfucker, goddamn fucking shit!"
I don't know if anybody ever played this game. It was a baseball game back in the day, and it was called Slugfest, and it was on PlayStation. And it was like where you could literally box like a player, then like make him drop the ball and like do all that stuff. And yeah, it wouldn't be acceptable in like today's times and stuff. I don't think, but that was a goated game. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I played that game so much.
Hell yeah!
all right. Robinson's trying to catch up. He's at 21 now.
Full contact.
Oh,
baseball.
fuck. JNS just got up to 35, though. Not that I'm rooting against JS. I'm just rooting for a closer race.
Starting to. Right? Rooting for a closer race at this point does mean rooting against JNS. Just letting you know. Man, he's killing it.
All right, 35. And then Robinson's
points.
closest with 21. And then closest behind that is Brittany with 11.
Wow.
It's not usually it's close every
Yeah,
week, but not this
yeah.
week.
That just shows you it's more random than we give it credit
Yeah,
for.
probably. Let me check.
Oh, you want to do some backwards races?
Yeah, let's do 2 backwards races and then we'll go send them somewhere else here.
Cool. Make them do some more running around.
So we're looking for the last 3 spots. First, second, third do not count.
And please remind us.
Yeah, it's going to be last place is first, second to last is second, and third to last is third
Yep.
for these 2 races.
Right down race. These
All right,
races are upside down.
I'm starting off good. That's a good sign. So
That is a good sign. Yeah, you usually don't have first if you start off in first. That's for sure.
This is usually when I place top 3 Jay Slithers on the reverse races. Right? And if you don't. I'm going to laugh though if JNS like winds up getting like the last 3 spots or some
Right.
shit. Like,
Okay, shit. What the fuck we got to do? What's this go? What's this go? I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna fuck shit up. I already know how I do. Freddie'd come back and he'd be like, "Why is it everything gone?"
everything gone. All right, last 3 spots.
Last 3.
Proxima,
Robinson, Reptile, and
Hey, Jay
Slither.
Slither, you
There
wrong.
you go.
hey,
That's funny.
Take that, you stupid jerk.
Robinson up to Robinson's trying to catch up. He's up to 24 now.
Hell yeah.
And Jay Slithers, is that your first? Yeah, you're on the
might
board.
be.
On the board with 2.
Hell yeah. Gotta start somewhere.
I'm feeling an epic someone.
Feeling what?
An epic comeback by someone.
It would be epic if someone came back after being down
That would be dope. Don't call
It's
it
gonna be it's gonna be an underdog story. Just watch.
That would be cool.
Oh, dude, I used to play Road Rash all the time, Ryan. They got a new version out of it too. Not as I don't know, it's not as good
Not
as I
as good,
remember it
yeah.
being though. Like the maps are bigger and like it's more of an open world type thing, but I like the old shit better.
Yeah. The button masher. I love the old school button masher games.
Yeah, I don't know if they were calling it. I think it was just I think they still did keep the Road Rash name. You'll have to look it up. Just look it up on your game. Like if you have online gaming and shit, you should be able to look it up on the library.
What was the one where you had to do the accidents and stuff? That was the best fucking game.
Oh, where you were a stunt driver?
Accidents.
Right. It was. I think it was one of the Burnout games and shit. And it was just one of the modes in the game where you tried to make accidents and create as much damage as you could. Yeah, that was always fun.
Did you guys ever play like Taxi Driver, where you would have to?
Yeah, Taxi Driver was.
Oh, dude, Taxi Driver was fun.
Right. Oh shit, we're over here eating member berries.
Oh shit, I almost started giving people points for.
Oh yeah, we're doing the last places.
Yeah, sorry, Will. Sorry, having a ball. Sorry, Jamie. You guys didn't actually come in first, second, third. It was
Robin,
Psych, JBC, External Exotic, Eric B, and JNS.
Can't get away from it.
JBC's up to 15 though. External Exotic is up to 6. And JNS up to 30-7.
JNS don't know how to lose.
Yeah, that $28 a month is really paying off for him. He's getting extra credit to us, extra credit to other people.
He's like, I was trying not to win. I stuck my head in the sand and came up with $100.
All right, we're gonna copy and paste this.
Oh yeah. And then get ready to send you all somewhere else.
And we were doing what? Frogs?
Frogs, yes. Is this the last one then, or?
I think we got one more after this one, so we got 2 more sets of races. Where's the frogs?
Paperboy was fun.
I don't know if they have frogs.
Paperboy. I had that on Nintendo 64.
It say snails too, so if you don't have frogs, then snails.
Yeah, I'm not seeing frogs, so I think. Yeah, I think it might.
You got like little gecko. You got like little geckos or anything?
No, there's like dinosaur race, penguins. Here, let me see if I can.
Yeah, we'll just share it real quick.
Just gotta get that crested gecko money, and FnA is gonna have some heat coming. Stocking those credits up.
Right.
Let's see. They got little hedgehogs.
Yeah, we've never done those. Let's do those.
Yeah, let's do the hedgehogs.
And they got sandwiches. Good race sandwiches.
Yeah, no, it was a food race, so it's like that's a fun one to do too, because there's like so many different kinds of food.
Yeah, Jamie says snail. JNS says dinosaur. You don't get to choose JNS. You're winning too hard already. You can't be. People are definitely going to think that we're fucking hooking you up. I love James, man. James is cool. Robinson says ski people. Jamie says octopus. James Perry's laughing. Thank God, because I don't really mean to be a dickhead.
Actually, Fred and AJ, they picked up a gecko from. They're gonna get a female from me down the road, and they're gonna have a pairing.
Yeah, we're gonna do some crested geckos here and there. Not too much, just some here and there.
Right. They're interesting little critters, man.
Right. They're real easy to take care of.
Yeah, Fred can attest. You've had your crested gecko for like a couple weeks now, like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks now, I think.
Yep. Oh yeah, and everybody on 420, don't forget it's Mitzi's birthday.
Ooh.
That's already a happy birthday.
That's a great birthday.
That's a great day, and then to have my friend's birthday on that day too. Shit.
Mm-hmm. I missed it by 4 days. I'm the 24th.
Oh shit. Stoners aren't usually on time. That's fine.
Hey, it's 420 every day, baby.
424. You just missed the EVR there. 424 ever. So whenever you use a auto mister, is it better to have one that actually puts out water particulate or that fog type?
Definitely like water specifically, just because a lot of your hydration is going to come from you spraying your animal's cage, like a lot of the times, I mean, I keep water dishes in there, but I mean, a lot of times I see them, when I go in there and spray almost every night, that spraying on, the leaves or the side of the walls or whatnot, they're drinking that most of the time. So, I've definitely seen them drink from the drinking little containers, but yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. So I'd say most of their hydration comes from you like missing them.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And the more and there's a fine line between it too, so like you want ventilation, so you want to be able to, put a lot of not put a lot, that's a bad term to say, because you can like definitely over miss these animals, but like you want to be able to spray a lot, but you want to have enough ventilation to where it's going to be drying out like pretty quick for you.
Right.
So you just need to find that like fine line, and
kind of like to replicate what will go on in nature, where you got like the foggy, misty mornings, and then it dries out in the evening.
So, and that's why like a bioactive is really nice, because that's going to really control your humidity levels, So definitely, if you're going to be on like the smaller scale and only have like one or two or a couple crested geckos, definitely the bioactive route's like the way to go. But I mean, having so many, it's tough to do bioactives for every single.
Gotcha. Well, shit, I might have to start working on that one aquarium that's over there by my chair. Start turning that into something
like bioactive.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, you guys got a lot of plants there, like in the window. I mean,
right.
As long as you just do the research and make sure it's like a friendly plant for the reptile, then that's like what I plan on doing too. Once I like upgrade to the space, is definitely all the breeders are going to be on bioactive. But I mean, to have all the hatchlings on bioactive would just be, it would be a lot. It'd just be crazy. Especially like if you're going and selling those animals. I mean, I like to do a full clean before I put another animal back into that enclosure or that tub or anything again.
Right.
So
you'd have to reset up all that bioactive
and at least with your breeders, I mean, you're gonna be hanging on to them for for the most part. So appreciate you, Robinson. I really do. Thanks for giving me a follow, man.
420 is Easter Sunday this year.
Right.
And we're going to be right here having a smoke sesh.
Right.
It's going to be a laid back Sunday Snaketuary on 420.
Right.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
Maxing and relaxing. Oh, Eric B. Hell yeah, Eric.
Up to 11. Jamie. Up to 9.
Nice.
Proxima up to 14.
Hell yeah.
So Robinson has 24. They're 13 behind JNS. It's possible. We're going to do 2 more hedgehog races and then send you somewhere else and then call it a show.
Nice.
Double
Dude,
check.
somebody's making out like a bandit this round.
Oh,
well, not
get
this
Eric's other racer in there.
for this winning this race. Somebody's making out like a bandit this time.
Is this double points or something on this race?
No, I didn't mean for this. I mean like the entire race, winning the entire showdown.
Two first prizes, basically.
Yeah.
Heck
Get that credit from you and from Tyler's Talking
Tyler's. Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 more races, and then we're going to send you somewhere else.
Nice. JNS says he's losing his lead. You ain't got to worry about it.
You still got almost a 3 first place lead.
37 to
24. Yeah, you're 13 up. And we're running basically 5 more races. We're doing these 2 more of these and then 3 more on another one.
He's like, but you don't understand. I could be winning.
The hedgehogs are way too cute.
Right.
Especially like when they do their little ball up and
right. Yeah, exactly. Plus, they all look like punk rockers, all
yeah,
different colors
Brian,
and
you
shit.
got it. Good train.
Nice.
Oh, CKP right behind.
Hell yeah.
heck.
And then followed up by Brittany Burnell.
Oh, Brittany's got 13.
Nice.
All right, last race for the hedgehogs. It's funny. Like they're rolling too at times. That is funny.
In first place, we got Benson and Hedges, followed by Hog Wild. Because Hedge, Hog. I know. Run, little legs, run.
Oh, here comes JNS and CKP.
Let's go.
Shit.
Let's go.
It's a showdown. It's a showdown.
Oh, JNS is just trying to run away with this.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
He up to 42 now. All City.
Is that the most points ever so far?
Yeah, for like just a regular show, probably. All City. I think that might be you're on the board now. And Brittany. Okay, Brittany's up to 15. Yeah, it might be more of a race for second and third, but even that's kind of like second has 24, and then next behind that is Brittany, I think, with 15. So, yeah, everyone's 14. It's definitely not as close as it usually is.
Yeah, there could be a battle for that third spot. Brittany at 15 and Proxima at 14.
And last races, what are we going to do here? We got, here's the screen.
Ryan's talking about JNS. He says he definitely knows how to pick his aliens, camels, horses, hedgehogs, pogo sticks, etc. You ain't never lied, man. He's doing awfully well this time.
All right, looks like boats, bunnies. We're going to go with boats. I was first.
Right. JNS Dino, even though I don't get a pick. Yeah, you do this again next week, then we have to talk about how you're working this algorithm.
All right, so this will be the last set of 3 races here.
Nice.
And there's what you need to do, and here comes the link.
Well, bam!
Snake Man Pat.
Hell yeah. Big shout out to Snake Man Pat.
Why do they call you Snake Man Pat?
Because he likes snakes, man.
Because he's a snake. I was just saying he's a snake, man, but that wouldn't have worked.
JNS says, I plead the 5th. Oh shit, Sky High $5.
Right on, dude. Thanks.
Oh yeah, thank you. Josh Jones, pimp the algorithm, right?
Hey, thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Lots of duns. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even checking the comments. It takes it a minute for him to load up anyway. There we go. We got Mitzi Ann, Mofo Jamie. And then we got Robinson Reptiles, Jamie LaSalle.
Then I'm going to be psychic and say Proxima and All City.
Right, yep. Proxima and JNS.
Oh, well, All
then
City's
All
coming
City.
up too. I'm just looking in the chat for everybody saying done and throwing thumbs up and stuff. Snake Man Pat, hey, no worries, brother. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and notice on this video we sent you to, that's actually one of the dinkers that Pat got from us. So
yeah.
That's the AK-47, which we might need to rename. We're trying to look into if anyone else is using that. But
somebody, I think it was Bomb, said something about Anna Kirby might have an AK. So I'm going to get with her and see, because if so, it would make more sense that she had.
Right, absolutely.
And sounds like she's already had before us. So if that is the case. As a matter of fact, if anybody in chat knows, let us know. Turns out trying to find words to make for a dinker are kind of hard. Too many damn projects, and so-and-so had this one, and there's a lot of
You can name it the Uzi.
You're right.
The Uzi. Hell yeah, straight out the 80s. Name it the Mac 11.
Right. I'm sure that's tough for like weed. And they got so many goddamn names for that stuff now. Like, how do you keep coming up with all these names?
Oh.
Their music's always so great. What up, Eddie? What up, Devin?
What up, Eddie and Devin? Devin says, call it the Diddler. I don't think so.
That clutch that I'm cutting on Friday, that's actually from Eddie. that static, that
Oh, hell
black
yeah.
pastel, OD, Mojave sulfur.
Nice.
Dude, they're making dope shit over there, that's for sure.
Call it the diddler.
Right.
Let's see who's gonna pull away.
I'm predicting Robinson's going to win this one. Oh, Wavy Wiz. Looks like Wiz.
It's number 11.
Wiz on the board.
Oh, but J and S in second and third.
Man, are you serious? Jeez.
Fuck.
So he got 5 points for second, third, basically like coming in first.
Right? Says, okay, if I can't get first, I'm taking 5 points anyway.
2 more races. Make sure no one else
J&S
commented.
killing it.
Nope. Yeah, usually it's closer than this. It's definitely been a weird week. Oops, did I pause it?
I mean, statistically, it kind of has to be every once in a while, you know?
Snagged a stranger clown head.
Close race.
Reader boy, hell
It's
yeah.
a close race. Shut the hell up. J&S got a cheat code. It certainly seems that way, doesn't it, Robinson Exotics Reptiles? It certainly seems that
James
way.
is killing it. Someone drill a hole in his boat.
Right. He's got that
Yeah,
fucking.
this is why we need the inner.
He's just gonna slap it and be good. And fucking chop it with the chainsaw.
One of those interactive games. Shoot a fucking cannon.
Right.
Right. You just ride the cannonball to the finish line. Lucky motherfucker. Ain't no stopping him today. It's a close race. James got dope.
Oh, Mitzi.
Hell yeah, Mitzi. Followed by All City. All City. Then Keys. Keys is on the board.
All right, last race, and then we'll crown J&S the winner. And it looks like I don't think anyone can catch Robinson either, so Robinson will be second. It looks like we do have possibility. Yeah, we got looks like a tie for third at the moment. We got Brittany and JBC tied for third at 15 at the moment.
And then Proxima has 14 points, so they're right behind.
Right? And then we got someone with 11, so that's possible for them. That's external. Eric,
Right.
He's got 11. So one more race, and then we'll see. Basically, third is the only thing that can really change hands.
Yep.
So
Everything
congrats.
else is pretty locked in.
Congrats to James Perry, J&S. You got the $100 CKP and $100 Toxic Balls, Tyler's Toxic Balls credit. And second place, we got Robinson Reptiles. You got the $50 FnA and $50 CKP credit. And now we'll find out who's third. Or we might need to off if it's JBC and Brittany tied after this race.
Watch one of them get the 3 and 2, and
Or
then
someone
get the
come up
5
and
points.
just beat both of them. Like this bird, like Proxima or Eric could beat both of them if they won.
Yeah. Unless they got some points too, you know. Then it might be back to them. Hopefully we get some kind of a tie situation on third.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, that wasn't enough to move Eric up any.
He's got himself some more points there.
Jamie, you moved up to 14. You almost got up to that third spot.
Got close.
Keys, you wound up with 5. And
External.
Eric, you wound up with 13. So we need to have a race off between Brittany and who was it? JBC, John.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Both of them at 15 points, correct?
Yep.
Yep. At least I got that tie I was looking for.
Right, you called that. My underdog story didn't pan out, but hey, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. That's all right. Those geckos going to go crazy this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly, the next year, I'm going to have some really nice clutches coming out. I got 3 Xanthic pairings this year, so definitely going to have more Xanthics towards the end of the year. I got a Lily White head Xanthic that's growing up too, so hopefully make some Lily White Xanthics in the next like year to 2
So
years.
will that be like more high white Xanthic stuff then?
Yeah, definitely. So you're just going to get a super high white back, and then, it'll be white too, so just a black and white gecko that has a really nice contrast of white.
That's cool.
I kind of feel like them doing 2 eggs at a time too, you can more responsibly breed them or be able to
move them,
plan better,
a little bit better too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until like all your females start laying at the same time, and then you got like 10 babies that all hatch out in the same week. You're like, haha, that's
right. A lot more forgiving than 8 mouths to feed all at once.
Right. Especially when you're feeding the diet, that diet goes a long way, and that diet's a lot cheaper than rats and stuff like that. So
for sure. And just to be able to supplement with crickets and like roaches and stuff too, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to win me over more and more. I might have to get a Chihuahua just to be able to mix with Fred's Cresty there. And make some strength.
100%. 100%. 100%.
If I could get that mossy color and the bird poop color on top of the crested head.
Oh yeah, Robinson. We got
those white collars are definitely gonna be the way to go if you want to go that route. Those white collared chewies are, man, they're breathtaking. The nice line of them they are.
Those
are expensive though. Those things are
white.
Yeah, just like kind of like down the back is going to be a little bit more white.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are the ones. Of course, I have to have expensive taste.
We all do, man.
Right.
And we got you, Robinson. We just finally got our first lock from our acid pastel chocolate triple het hypo DG clown boy. He was paired to a hypo het DG girl, so should hopefully get some visual hypo DGs that are pos het clown with acid and chocolate. So
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Nice. That's a banger right there too.
Oh yeah. So I think we're going to go ahead and end it because the breeding for the future is going to be on in 5 minutes. So make sure you guys stick around for that.
Everybody run to the bathroom real quick.
Right. We want to thank our guest, Chase. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. It was a blast,
awesome,
man.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, definitely.
We appreciate you.
Make sure you guys are following this guy.
Yeah, please and thank you. Everybody sign into his channel.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
He's going to have some dope stuff coming with the snakes and the lizards.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right on. Till next week.
Appreciate it, guys.
Next week is the first week of the banana bread giveaway. So
yeah, you don't want to miss
$100 next week, $300 the week after, and $500 on 420. So make sure you're here.
You ain't playing.
Join that Patreon if you want a better chance.
Right. Thank you, everybody.
Hey.